Okay, 2 minutes from mom. What can I tell you about Sasha? Let me start from the challenges I had with Sasha while she was growing up. First thing that I can say that, look at me, I'm pretty much her age. I mean, not now, but I was her age when, even younger than her, when I got her. And that was a bit challenging because you still growing up yourself and you are responsible for some other person growing up. And the second challenge was that Sasha was growing up so fast, really fast. I had to change her clothing every 3-4 months, and that was a bit much for a young parent who doesn't have much money to spend on clothing. And it was so bad, so you could imagine her being on the playground playing with children same height as her, and then they start to share how old is who, and two boys who were playing with her said like, I'm 6, and the other boy was saying, I'm 7, and Sasha said, and I'm 4, and boys just turned around and disappeared straight after that. That's how grown up she actually looked. Another challenge was that my family is a math family. We're scientists. My father was famous professor. My mom is a PhD, and I graduated as biologist, and all my family pretty much other computer science or other scientific subjects. And here we are getting a girl in our family who is absolutely no mathematician and not really no understanding of math and what we thought about math, right? So it was difficult for her to solve mathematical tasks and things like that. But at the same time, as a bonus to it, it was that she was very arty person, and for me, for mom who is not really about art, it was difficult to bring her up. The good thing that is her talent was so bright and so self-sufficient in a way that I could only support her, and I think in a way it actually helped that neither of us were artists because we didn't have any influence on her art. We could only say, okay, you know what to do, do your job as well as you could, and as well as you can. And I think that she is very talented, and obviously the fact that she was accepted to this wonderful course is confirmation of that. Another challenge that Sasha had growing up is that I moved to the United States for my work, and she had to move with me. She was 15 years old. Can you imagine how hard the move in this age? She loved everything in Russia. She had very nice art course there, and she was at school with lots of friends, and suddenly the environment changes completely. But she took so much from it and actually gained a lot via this move, because Russia, where she grew up, is the school is not very supportive for art. People just think about science, and science is at first place. And she had, you can have very bright art education on the side, but not in school, and school is not supportive. And for Sasha, who is not about math, as I told you before, it was very difficult. And in American school, on the contrary, they were very supportive, and they knew that she's an artistic person, and they supported in every subject, and they helped her to develop it and to feel free about this bright future as an artist. She decided that she doesn't want to stay here, but she wants to move to Paris and continue to study art in Paris. That was her dream, and she came after it. She's more brave than me, because I moved with my family, and they supported me on this path, and we're successful here now with their help. But she moved on her own, and hopefully she can get the success over there, and you can help her with that.
Well, you know, getting high, popping pills.
Каша какаша. Sasha shit.
Что?
But the translation of Sasha Kakasha is like Sasha is shit.
Okay.
Sasha Kakasha.
Thank you for this
I love
information.
you. You're the best artist. Do your art and pay me my retreat. Teach me how to whistle, Sasha.
So, why do you describe me as a crazy person, crazy girl?
Because you have so much fantasy and you are like thinking so like out of the box, and the stuff that you're doing like specifically in art or your habits are like completely out of the box.
Damn, she know the time, it's time to get ill.
So, do you think I'll be a responsible adult in the future?
I wish. I think you can, but you're going to be always a child. Like a crazy, crazy girl. Crazy girl.
Have I ever taught you something in life?
Teach me to be like honest with myself and with everyone, because I have an impression you don't really care about what other people think, and that's good. And yeah.
What the first 3 words coming into your mind when you think about Sasha?
Art, music, and alcohol. I'm sorry.
For sure, I would do art with you because it's a pleasure when we're doing art together. Also, having walks outside with you, drinking, dancing, bouncing, sex.
Потому что я тебя очень люблю, и это все на emotions. Это все играет на emotions.
Okay, in what moments I can't control my emotions, in your opinion?
I don't know, when you feel physically bad, or when you're tired, or I don't know, you're not so good at controlling your emotions.
Сидя на кресте, думая о времени и жизни, не зная последствий, желание понять.
Sasha. Sasha.
No, so Sasha will always be like a very, very big part of Paris, and not only school, but like just life, and especially this half a year when she was not at Parsons. I think it is amazing how we managed to still see each other almost every day and keep up the friendship even though we're not at school together. I mean, we are now, but we still have different classes. Just a very generous, very giving person who takes care of people a lot. She's really amazing at taking care of people. She'll be a great mum one day, especially if the kid ends up at hospital at 4 in the morning. That's like a highlight. Yeah, that is the moment I knew she'd be an amazing friend. Like, you'd be an amazing friend when we didn't know each other that well yet. The one thing that I will always remember, like that I associate with you, is my approach towards love and relationships and everything changed so much because of you, because it's like something that I have even written on my wall that you've said on like a portrait I took of you. Because I always, when I was falling in love with somebody, I always felt so scared and I didn't want to accept and everything, and you were like, whenever I fall in love, I'm so happy. And that just struck me out so much because it was like one of the first times we're meeting, and that advice, I think, got me to improve a lot as a person in my own personal relationships with other people. She taught me a different approach towards art because I was always a very perfectionist kind of person. And she showed me how to do collages, how to tear stuff out, that not everything had to be straight lines and pretty colors and everything, and that, yeah, literally, because it's your kind of art. It's like, you know, it's bright red and bright, like, it's just really, really bright colors and spray paints and tearing stuff out, and it influenced my art a lot in a lot of different ways, and we ended up doing so much art together that had nothing to do with school, and we still do, which I think is incredible. I think everybody needs that kind of circle of friends where even when you have projects for passings, like, you literally end up doing better work that the school never sees because you end up doing it together. And then also finding different events for which you can give your art. I mean, I was so proud of Sasha over here when she exhibited her first art. I'm sorry, I feel like a mum. I was so proud of my Sasha, my little Sasha.
Yo, word, you know, boy, you about to get busy with it right now. Word up.
Sasha is a good person, but I didn't like her at first. She's quite special person. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's not. But she has a good heart, and she's a friend of Juliette. So at first I was complicated, like I say, but now it's.
Why was that complicated? Explain.
We have some personality, and we are very harsh with people sometimes. And that's why sometimes that didn't match.
Tony's trying to explain why he was a dick. The time Sasha broke my window as well. Yeah. Action, getting some action in the corridor. Glass broken.
She's very public kind of person.
She's very public, yes.
She's love sharing. She's sharing.
Guillaume, what do you think about me?
About you?
Yeah.
You are very kind.
Ah, yeah?
And you are almost French. This is Sasha from Russia. Esta chica que no es de España, pero vale de rusa que lo pasa bien. I won't say nothing, just the fact. Feel great and have a good time.
And feel alive.
And feel alive. Y pues es eso, que lo pasa bien.
Wunderbar.
Wunderbar. Ey, du bist ein Kartoffelsalat, Prijatno Posnakovica. Меня зовут Guillaume. That's it. Dublin Mike.